at them, see if they're okay, and go for it. But if you don't have any one of those, you're going to cause your family a lot of aggravation later down the road. Guaranteed. Enough said. Let's get on something positive.
Okay.
Flowers.
Flowers.
Talk about flowers.
Well, I want to tell the listeners and the viewers something this morning. As you all know, there was a terrible fire in Dunkirk. Thank goodness no one was hurt, but county buildings were affected. Fortunately, not my office, but unfortunately, my connections for the Dunkirk Senior Center office of the aging go through Liberty Square. So we are out of phone service.
Whatever Liberty Square is.
Well, it's right next to that Mason building that went up in smoke.
And so that's a county office, is it?
Well, the county office is adjacent to it, and the fire did spread to the roof. It's not habitable right now. My understanding is they are able to get some of the property out when they make the building safe, but I don't know any more than that, except that all those workers had to be relocated.
It's been shut down at this point.
Right.
You got to go elsewhere. I know a friend of mine says, I just got a call from them for my health services. They have a lot of health services out there.
Right,
said,
right.
We'll let you know.
And if you call the main county number, they will direct your call to any of those offices that have been affected. As far as my office at the Senior Center, we were affected because of our computer and phone connection run through that area, and has not been restored. They're working very hard to restore it. But if you do need to get a hold of the Dunkirk Senior Center, please call our Mayville office, and that's really that 363-4471 rings in Mayville. Even though it says Dunkirk on your screen, that's really will ring in Mayville. So if you need to get a hold of anybody, Kate Finch or any of her office in the next few days, 363-4471. Also wanted to know a good thing that has kind of come out of this. The Veteran Service Agent, Jim Hurley, was displaced by the fire and has been relocated, at least temporarily, in our office in the Dunkirk Senior Center. So any veterans in the North County, if you're looking for assistance, you can stop in our office. Jim Hurley will be there on Monday, and we are exploring some permanent space for him at the Dunkirk Senior Center. And I want to thank the mayor of Dunkirk and Larissa Aldrich for opening their arms to him. It's going to be a wonderful thing for seniors.
Thank you. And we have a couple phone calls. You want to take one?
Great. Sure.
Okay. Good morning, caller. Thank you for waiting.
Hello.
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 I'd like to ask the guest a question.
Sure.
My wife and I. Hello.
You're on,
My wife and I are elderly. Somebody's interfering with my talk. I can't. Okay. We have left things in both our names, all our assets, etc. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, is there any point in us doing anything at this time, in as much as the survivor, assuming we die at different times, the survivor will have full control of all the assets? Would it be better to do something now, or can't we just wait and let the survivor take care of the rest of the assets?
Well, that might be a big headache for the survivor, first of all. And, you know, what if, God forbid, you both go at the same time? What I really would suggest, you know, it's difficult for me to advise you without looking at, you know, delving deeper. But what I would suggest to you is Brenda Simons is a paralegal with Legal Services for the Elderly, and she works out of our Dunkirk office one day a week. You can call and make an appointment, just come in and talk to her, and she'll tell you all your options. It's certainly up to you if you decide to do something or not do something. That's the nice thing about Office for the Aging, is we're not going to sell you anything. We're not going to force you to do anything. We just tell you what your options are, and then you make a decision.
What's her name?
All right.
Brenda Simons.
I understand what you're saying. Okay.
Well, thank you, caller.
So call,
All right.
call
Thank you.
the number and make an appointment.
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right.
Well, you have a good
I
day.
appreciate your information.
You're welcome.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for the call, and send me an envelope. I got some nice gifts for you. Yeah, I guess that is a thorny problem. I'd like to give it to my kids, or better yet, your grandchildren, because they can get the kids can get divorced and they lose half of it. Grandchildren, they've got it for a while.
And when you get to a certain age, like when my grandmother or my parents at this point, all of their children are well off. It's the grandchildren who are just getting started in their life.
College.
And so, well, actually, they're all starting to finish college now.
Okay.
My son, who's in the Marines, is 26. My nephews, I have 3 nephews plus my younger son who are 22 and 23. So they're all finishing up college right now and starting, some of them are starting careers, some of them are going on to graduate school. So they kind of need the money.
Yeah, sure. Well, I tell people, give it away if you have any dough right now, because you're going to lose it all at the last when you go into nursing care eventually anyway. Give it to the children now and enjoy them spending it. Let them spend it for things they need and want. Pay off their credit cards. Feel good, And at the same time, if you got all this, everybody has a crate load of trash in their house, and some of it's valuable stuff. Pick through it and say, hey, kids, take these things. Get them out of here. Have fun with them,
Well, my grandparents always liked to give us things as we were growing up.
Get rid of that stuff.
I have to say my Italian grandmother, my nonna, who's my mother's mother, she lived to 92. And every year she would sell some of her assets and give it to us.
That's
and
wonderful. That's a way to do it.
It was.
It's a way to do it.
If I needed something for the house, she'd say, oh, here, buy it, and it's from me. And then she would enjoy that I bought this thing.
Right.
I bought a couch, I think, once with some money that she gave me.
Sure.
And she loved that. She loved coming to my home and knowing that she helped me get this thing that I wouldn't have been able to get.
The greatest thing is, when you're cold and molding in the ground, it doesn't matter. Your kids now get your money. Forget it. Give it to them now. And she was doing, have fun.
If you can do that. Unfortunately, I see to the other end of the spectrum where the children take and the parent is left living in poverty, and we don't like to see that. If you feel that you're being exploited, call Office for the Aging. We have our elder abuse prevention caseworker who can come out and look over the situation and help you.
Let them exploit me when I'm 92. Who cares? We got a couple of calls.
Okay.
Let's still pick up a call.
Yes, let's do it.
Good morning, caller. Thank you for waiting. I'm getting a real echo.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. This is Nye with Spanos.
Good morning.
Okay. I heap the fuel help still.
I think you need to turn your TV off or down.
Yeah, turn the TV down, madam. There you go. Oh, turn it down more. It takes quite a while for the sound to get over there, doesn't it?
We can
That's all the
see
way to
how it's,
Westfield.
it's how it's echoing.
That's all the way to Westfield. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes.
I heap the fuel help still available.
Yes. Yes, HEAP is still available. There is, if you haven't gotten your regular HEAP benefit, you can call. We'll send you an application. If you're in shutoff or if your furnace is broken down and you need some assistance to get it repaired, there's emergency HEAP. So they're available. Actually, we're going to start running some commercials right now in the next few days to let people know that is still available. So I would call our Mayville office. If anyone over 60 comes to Office for the Aging, the under 60 go to Chautauqua Opportunities Incorporated. So HEAP is available. You have to meet the income requirements, and I don't remember them off the top of my head.
I think they're pretty generous.
They are pretty good, and they go up depending on how many people in your household. We just ran into, a situation where someone had gotten regular HEAP, they had gotten emergency HEAP, and they were still having problems paying their bills. And there's stuff we can do in that situation too. Each of the fuel providers has